Actually, my problem's not medical. It's psychological.
You guys know that everyone thinks you're total fags, right?
Braves I bought driving your Volkswagen this early. As I man, the sun is just gonna peak. I pulled out the fog lights that I bought for this yesterday. I'm a fixed stuff. It's like 30 above outside, and I just parked my hot rat bag car in the garage and figured I'd work on some stuff, and it just got real hot in the garage. I made that L bracket mount, was first on my list. Got a measurement yesterday before I left work. I hope it's good. I can always make it shorter. I could always make it longer too, but it'll just look heinous. I hope it's enough. By the time I cut everything to size, and I was like, oh, I need to cut a bunch of 45s to make the L corner, nice and rigid so it's not easily breakable, fall apartable. So yeah, after I did that, I got the upright section is the 28 inches I wanted, but the part that tucks underneath the bed is it's probably like 12 inches, but I got these 45s in the corner that will limit how far it goes under the mattress. So I'm hoping it's not gonna be it'll be definitely fine on the pavement. I'm just thinking about off-road when it gets a little bumpy that it might be. But hopefully the camera image stabilization will smooth that out. So I got that. And then the other day I went to lock this car and the key cylinder just spun around, and then I couldn't get the door to fully open, so took that apart, which probably most of you guys probably aren't well versed in Volkswagen door handles. They come off super easy. Like, you don't even have to take the door panel off, and it's a little piece of trim. There's one screw on the front side, and then you open the door jamb, there's another screw inside there. Bob's your uncle, and he lives in Whitehorse still, and it just comes right out. They're very finicky. They get wore out, just the design. I kind of tinkered it with a bit. I'm just gonna try locking it The passenger door works fine for now. So we'll just, you know, it opens nicer. I used to have to push in on the door a lot and then pull the latch, and then, you know, it was a thing. It's getting worn out. So I'm gonna get new ones. I was gonna get some Porsche ones because you can get a little more solid handle. The old school Porsche handles are the same as the Volkswagen one, just like a solid design instead of Volkswagen's got this like flimsy, almost plastic-like design, and Porsche has like a solid, like a pot metal, if that makes sense to anybody. Like a magnesium metal, I guess. Not really cast magnesium, I couldn't tell you, but yeah, they're just way more durable, but they take a little bit of finagling to get them on there, and who knows how much a Porsche door handle is going to cost from 1985. So yeah, I pulled out those fog lights too, because I'm like, well, we're getting that time of the year where we're at the end of August right now, so pretty much every time I go to work, it's dark in the morning. If I didn't bring it up before, I did not win that rabbit that's in Ramby. That thing ended up going for like $2,700 or something with 330,000 kilometers. I'm like, you can have that. It definitely, to somebody that's selling parts, it would definitely be worth it because the body was in really good shape. But, you know. But anyways, long in the tooth, we gotta go get a shack from Drayton. We're taking that to Cochrane, and after that, we're going and getting some just walkways and mattings, come back to Red Deer, take that to Cochrane. Just a lot of chewing today of driving, so not a whole lot going on, so gravy, easy day. Try low. good idea to walk around your load. Sometimes these be plugged in, more so in the winter time, obviously. Summertime, maybe they don't, only to clean them. It's good, it's good. Brand new. That's why we get them from way over here. Alright, usually these holes are like right by the round bars right there. Usually they're like right there. For some reason it's offset. Probably could just put the hook in there, it's fine too, but I've always wrapped, you know. You could also wrap the center and just go the opposite, you know, from the inside out. That works too. Many different ways to skin a buck, right? Very rudimentary. Woodworking is not my strongest skill, but I think it'll work. Let's try it out. Hello. Hello. Away. Come back. Wow, super cool. You can't get the fucking mic to pair to the fucking camera now all of a sudden. It's fine the last 2 times I used it. Fucking technology, I tell you. I wish they had fixed this corner. It sucks. Back truck there had to back up so I could get in here. This power pole on the inside, square curb, well drove over, and a square block, concrete block. It's always joyous coming in here at peak hours. Should go to the next intersection with a BMI maybe. Let's try that next time. I just watched that Sanjel truck burn 2 orange lights. Fairly red by the time he was halfway through the intersection. Lots of roads, so let's not fix any of the bumps that have been there for 10 years. I got it in 2.7K too, instead of usually I shoot in 1080 because the file sizes, you know, I end up with like, I don't know, 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours of like raw, regular footage, so the file size gets big. So I'm gonna try it out and see if the computer's cool with handling it. I like it to be a little bit more crisp, even though telling the difference between 1080 and 2.7 and 4K, especially when it's compressed on YouTube, it's so-so. So then we got to go all the way to Cochrane, which we'll be cutting. We're on 39 right now. We'll be hitting 22 to Rocky, through Rocky on 11 to the other chunk of 22, and maybe. Do I want to take 761? No, that bridge is rough. Right at the bottom of the hill. So yeah, 22 over to 54 through Caroline to the other section of 22, and then we'll jig jog on 22 through Sundre and Cremona, all the way down to almost pretty much Cochrane, which will cut east on 567 to 766, and then it's like 7 kilometers south. Then we gotta come back to the west and a little bit south. Yeah, copy? You know exactly where I'm going? Alberta, can we have more safe pullouts on secondary highways? It's like trying to find somewhere to pull over to do a load check. The first one wasn't until I passed that grader and I was like, pull over. And everything in town is kind of full, so I don't, you know. It's some BS for sure, yep. This isn't the greatest, but it's pretty wide, so we'll use this. We're just outside of Caroline here, slightly to the west. Burnt Stick Lake Road. Should we go that way? Take the back roads. This is nice and wide here. Someone asked why he called them Johnnies. I'm like, I've never heard anybody call them Johnny. How come you got two Johnnies? Yeah, we got a few of everybody working here, you know? Hazards. One for the truck, one for the trailer. How else do you do drifts? You gotta spike it. We call them spikes. Tractor spike, trailer spike. I know I should have had my airlines on the other side, but we'll be alright. I was looking out the back window and seeing that everything was rock tight, so I figured nothing's moving. I have been fooled before though. Rock solid still. No problemos. D sign's not folded around itself. Doors are still closed. Spectacular. I know I said I wasn't going to use this camera anymore, but since I'm having technical difficulties with my microphone, sundry. So we had like straight through road, and then they decided to put in traffic circles a couple of years ago. That lasted, I don't know, 5-6 years, I don't know, quite a while. And then they decided they didn't like them anymore, so then we went back to, oh, AC Cobra. You know it's a kid car. Stop signs at all these intersections, and then yeah, this has been under construction all summer. Look at how beautiful this is. So now we're back to traffic circles, kind of the same as what it was before, except for they had soft cones, and you just drive straight over the middle because it's so sharp and small. It's not like I can do anything else. Let's make some more. What'll it be next year, Sundry? Trying to make this Calgary, it's not gonna be, because this is a high load corridor. Like, we have to come right through here. Move over, please. I have obstacles. You are small. Yeah, nobody signals, so I'll just drive straight through. Yeah. Stupidest thing ever. Give us a bypass of some sort, maybe that'd be alright, but it's kind of impossible because the highway comes in. It would be nice if we had a jig jog right as you come into Sundry. It would be alright. You cut straight across over to 22 from 27, that would be badass. That's what needs to be done. You guys want to turn this into Calgary then, or Canmore, because we are right on the border of like the mountains, and it's pretty nice over here. Not too bad at all. I do visit the area quite a bit. It's a nice little town. It's the problem is this is a high load corridor. As you just seen that house mover, he had to go through that. He was probably like stressed out a little bit.
Okay, I see the doors are on your driver's side, so just bounce over these mats gently, right here where I'm pointing, and then it's gonna go kind of right where my truck is. I'd say, you know, the back of it will be where my truck is, so I just gotta go move something with the loader, and then I'll move my truck.
Okay, copy that.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad bouncing over those mats, but otherwise you gotta go fucking turn around back there, which would be worse.
Roger that.
Yeah, I'll talk you through it, but yeah, about as far away as George is there.
You betcha.
You know what you're doing, I'll just be quiet back here. Yeah, I'd say move towards the tank for sure. About 4 more feet towards the tank. Hey, straight. Yeah, you can wiggle over a couple feet towards the tank. Maybe get the whole thing over 2-3 feet. Yeah, straighten around now. Yeah, it's looking straight there, man. That's good, we can shake her. Just come back, cut your ass end, I don't know. Cut your ass end over to the well center. Yeah, just keep coming. You can start to straighten out now, I think. Start to straighten out. I don't know, it looks good from back here. Let me look at the front now. Yeah, I get the front over like 1 foot. Yeah, front over just a hair, not much now, just a bit. Like 6 inches. There, that's gonna be good when you straighten out. Yeah, right there, straight there. Steady. Yes, sir. we probably gotta lift the whole thing, so I'll pull this board out once you get back to it. This whole side has to go up about 2 inches maybe or so. He likes it.
All right. Clean tires on site. There's like no mud allowed off site. It's matted, which is good, because I don't know how you clean the mud off your tires, really. Like, you just get out there with, just rub it. Won't drag your feet, I'm coming out.
Please.
Incoming big C500, I think. Hard to tell now when all their trucks kind of look the same. Yeah, they got this like corrugated matting here. It's supposed to like get the mud off your tires, I guess. I don't know. It's rough though. Dusty, like your fan's always on or something.
Yeah, I know.
Should get them to.
We're straight now.
I should get them to check out what they did to mine, because it like never comes on unless I pull a hill. But it does freeze off the AC sometimes.
I've been running a lot for the transmission because my main transmission is on its way out.
Oh, nice.
It almost touches the red, just slowing down highway 2.
When I haul C-ring panels, I get the air degree on 250, 260 if I'm in overdrive.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I guess that's normal. Does it stall there or will it keep getting hot? Because I just get nervous around like 220, 230.
That's the hottest I've ever got my main, yeah. It's 260. And it's usually only happened from Red Deer, put it in overdrive and all the way to Airdrie, and then you get in traffic and then it cools off. C500, it's nothing but money. Fortune 500, C500.
Just put it right beside the other two that are the first two you drive by. Please.
I had someone ask me, thinking about getting a C500 for a tank truck. I'm like, it'll look awesome. I guess you won't have a front pump. That would be one thing that I would not get, to run your triplex pump. Front airbags, they ride just like a T800, I swear, because I've had them. Now that I don't have them, but they're on the shelf. We just got to put them on, which that could take years. Alright, let's go back to Evergreen and get some matting and walkways. 5 hours more here before I'm back to here. Those 4 mats. Hello, brother!
Hey!
What's going on?
What?
Do I gotta make a stack?
Well, Derek changed his mind.
Oh, I thought you guys would have it all flanged up.
No, you wanted 40s now.
I was standing there when he made the call, but... Oh, you guys had a bed truck.
What?
Yeah!
Oh. Bed truck.
Should get one. They're
How are you
selling.
going to run 2 bed trucks at one time?
I could just come over here and like stack stuff up for you. 3 bells. Lead foot the rest of the trip. I can't see. Saving a little bit of room. Not that we're shy on it by any means, but I said I'd do it. Makes taking the sling off real easy too when you're on swamp mats. It's connected now, bros. Yo. Yo. Now I get this sweet ass tail right in my face. It's called the dead cat, actually, if you're into microphone stuff, which I am, but not really. Gotta learn the terminology. Hopefully it's a decent view. I'm hoping that it's dealing with all the bright sunlight. Now that the microphone is actually working. Having the dead cat helps for the wind and all of my so-called lisp, lazy tongue. So yeah, not bad, decent, got enough time just to get home. Highway 2 is murderous. I hate that. And what am I doing tomorrow? Coming out here again with like a 12.6 wide buffer tank, the big brown Titan ones. I hate it. I'm like, I thought for sure when they were done that other well, one more range road that way, that they were just not going to be in this area anymore. Unfortunately, they'll probably drill 20 wells here, so I will have to come out here a lot more. And it's even, well, it's not, you know, it's another range road. It's not super far, but there's residences right here. I'm sure they're super happy. It's weird they didn't mat the side of the pavement there, because that's gonna get trashed. We're only allowed to do 50 for this range road in this township until we get back out to 766. Tried a couple new views. Well, I don't know. They're not, you know, try to get you guys something different every time I go to work, but I'm just like, I'm like, I've done everything once. This is new. This part right here, this is the first time. I have used the 360 here on the little piece of steel that's down on the bottom that connects the sleeper to the cab, but it's just not enough. And if I like hit any bumps, that makes my truck go like this, the magnet, because it's so extended with that 360 on top, it's kind of heavy, so it I take a corner and it flops over here. We cancel out this guy. That's the Insta 360 Go too, which is great. I got that. I broke it so many times that I just ended up gluing the non-broken part to this old Cypress hat. Eventually we'll upgrade that too, and then maybe it'll be phenomenal, and then I could ditch the post. How the wife was like, you know, stripper pole in your truck now? I'm like, I don't have enough room for a stripper pole or a stripper. Really? So it's another piece of hardware that I gotta try to, you know, it sits on the bed, and then when I go to bed, it's another thing I gotta shuffle out of there and find somewhere to put so I can go to sleep. Doesn't quite fit on the floor in here, and I'm scared if it slides backwards, it'll be into the subwoofer and I won't even know, and then you know how that goes. That's bad. But anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one, not tomorrow, doing this again. Take a break for a bit. Got tons of footage, I've been smashing it out. Shout out to all you Patreon guys for putting up with me. Try to get stuff out. I put out 4 videos of Patreon this week, so that's pretty good. If you want to subscribe to Patreon, you know, if you're thinking like, maybe I have YouTube and the advertising sucks and you're mad about the ads in the YouTube video if you don't have premium, Patreon's pretty cheap. I think the lowest tier is like $5 a month, and it's ad-free. And you get some swag. I make new swag every year. Of course, the guys that are on the lowest totem pole don't get much. I think they get like, shoot, I don't even know, sticker, coffee cup. And I just make new stuff every year. And then the highest tier gets like hoodie, sticker, mug, Of course, it's way more expensive, and it doesn't really equal out, but at least you're getting something. And if you're looking for other kind of swag and you just want to buy some stuff, you know, Fourth Wall, it's pretty bitchin'. Some cool stuff over there. I'm always thinking about stuff to design. It's been doing actually really good. So appreciate everyone that's bought some stuff. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out. Have a good night.